You're very welcome to Abbottstown, the GAA Centre of Excellence here in Abbottstown for the Lidl Division 3 relegation battle between Louth and their fellow Leinster counterparts, Wicklow. Two teams that are, I suppose, they've been very strong during the National Football Leagues, but unfortunately have found themselves in the position of being in a relegation playoff. So we'll start with the Louth team, and the Louth team, they have two changes. So the first of the changes for the Louth team, managed by Wayne Freeman at number 16 in goal. Rebecca Lamb will replace Una Pearson, and Rebecca Lamb Fagan from St Patrick's in Lordship. The full-back line, Sarah Quinn from Foxrock Cabinteely. Eilish Hand from Geraldines, and at number 4, Holly Lamb Sally from Geraldines as well. The half-back line then from Clonaglael, wearing number 5, Ciara Woods, and that's changed the official programme to Michelle McMahon. Centre-back, Shannon McLaughlin from Clonaglael, and at number 7, Ciara Nolan from St Feckin's. The midfield combination, the two Aoifes, Aoife Russell will wear number 9 from Glen Emmets, and Aoife Halligan will wear number 8 from Roach Emmets. The half-forward line, Roisin Kavanagh from St Fechin's. At centre forward, Kate Flood, the influential forward for Louth from St Patrick's, and Rebecca Carr from Geraldines. And the full forward line, Laura Collins from Newtown Blues, Niamh Rice from Cooley Kickham's, and Jenny McCourt from Roach Emmets. At the top of the left, wearing number 15. And the Wicklow team will start. There's a couple of changes on the Wicklow team. So the team starting off for Leighton Glynn's side, Jackie Kinch will play in goal from Tinnaheedy, wearing number 1. In the first of the changes, Lucy Dunn from St Patrick's is the first of the changes. She wears 21. At full-back, Sarah Jane Winders from Balticlass, and the second of the changes, Sarah Hogan will wear number 4 from Tinnaheedy. Shannon Gotlin at number 5 from Tinnaheedy, and again from Tinnaheedy, number 9, who will play at centre-back, Jessica Nolan Byrne. Lorna Fushardi will wear number 7, and she of course is from Foxrock Cabinteely. Midfield for Wicklow, Aoife Gorman from Tinnaheedy, and Anna Vasilieva from Pleasanton, wearing number 20. Emily Mulhall at number 19 from Tinnaheedy, wearing 19 but playing at right half forward. Number 11, Sinead McGettigan from St Patrick's, and number 12, Niamh Cullen from Pleasanton. And the full forward line then, Marie Keeley from Balticlass, Sarah Delahunt from St Patrick's wearing 14, and top to left, Clodagh Fox from St Patrick's wearing number, she's wearing number 13, but they've switched corners for this particular match. The referee from Knocknanuor Shamrocks, Patrick Smith, and he's assisted by David Hurston, and his umpires all from Waterford, Pádraig Murphy, Anthony Morrissey, Larry Power, and Mary Farncombe. And I'm delighted to be joined here from Dublin and Kilmacud Crokes. Ava Rutledge has joined for commentary. So just Ava, what would you think on this match? Vital match for both teams. Neither want to obviously go down to Division 4.
Yeah, hi Dominic, thanks for having me on. Yeah, absolutely, like you said, especially I think Wicklow being the junior champions last year in the championship, I think they'll really be fighting now for their place today to stay up in Division 3.
Yeah, it's a strange one as well, because Louth came up from Division 4 last year, so it's a real battle of teams that are, you would have said, were on the up. So it's a strange one for Louth to be in this, and of course, as you say, with Wicklow being the All-Ireland junior champions, they certainly don't want to lose their status. So I think we're in for a good battle today.
Absolutely, I can't wait.
Both teams getting ready, subs coming up into the stand. In a week that it's been pelting down rain, it's a fantastic location for a fixture like this. The pitches are in immaculate condition, and a credit to the ground staff out here. Referee surveying the pitch to make sure everybody's in position. It looks like we're ready to go. Ball is thrown in, and immediately Wicklow move forward with Aoife Gorman playing the ball out to Anna Vass. Anna Vass turning right-footed, soloing through, and I'll look up to see if there's anybody moving on the full forward line. It goes straight through the middle. Very powerful runner when she gets going, and certainly she's not pulling back. Gives back the ball outside to Sarah Delahunt. Sarah for St Patrick's playing the ball inside to Clodagh Fox. Clodagh Fox on her right foot plays the ball in and over the bar, and a great score and a great start for Wicklow. Ava seemed to have set the ball very quickly to Sarah Delahunt.
Absolutely,
Sarah
it
St.
shows the
Patrick's
importance of a strong
playing the ball
runner
inside to Clodagh Fox. Clodagh Fox on her right foot plays the ball in and over the bar, and I think in fairness to the wind doesn't have any factor here today, which will make for a very good game. The ball's kicked out by Rebecca Lamfagan, and it's intercepted. It's intercepted immediately by Marie Keeley. Marie Keeley gives it outside to Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen takes a shot off the left foot, but the ball goes to the right and wide, and certainly a big chance there for Wicklow, having turned over the kick out. Again trying the short kick out, and it's with Shannon McLaughlin. Shannon McLaughlin gives it back to the goalkeeper, back to Rebecca. Rebecca playing the ball out. Again under pressure. Eilish Hands with the ball in hand. Gets the free and immediately looks to see if there is anybody available. Wicklow picking up all the players. She has to play the ball back. Comes back into Eilish's hand. Eilish plays the ball outside. And certainly they're under pressure in defence. Ball played out to Jenny McCourt. Jenny McCourt playing the ball forward. And it's with the midfielder now. The midfielder for Louth, Aoife Halligan, plays the ball in long, but easily picked out by the Wicklow backs, and Jessica Nolan Bourne settling the Wicklow team down. Ball played out to Shannon Gocklin. Shannon Gocklin would have played a match for the Wicklow promoted team yesterday, but picks the ball out over the sideline, and it'll be a line ball for Louth, taken very quickly by Aoife Russell. Gives it across, but her defence wasn't ready for it, but it ends up in the hands of Fox Cab's Sarah Quinn. Sarah carrying the ball left footed. Gives it inside to Roisin Cavan. Roisin Cavan blocked down. And good work there by Lorna Fishardy from Fox Cab, playing the ball out and getting the ball through to Emily Mulhall. Emily Mulhall out to Sarah Hogan, one of the changes on the Wicklow team from last week. Giving it to Lorna Fishardy. Lorna very seldom loses the ball. It's with Emily Mulhall. Emily plays it long out onto the wing, where Sarah Delahunt is in a battle for possession between herself and Kieran Nolan. Kieran Nolan does the business, and it's a line ball for Louth. It's taken very quickly and picked up by Aoife Halligan. Aoife Halligan into the full forward line, and a foul there. Referee spotting a foul on the corner forward. It's played in towards the full forward line, but it's well taken by Sarah Jane Winders as she comes out, the captain for Wicklow today. Sarah Jane playing the ball back to Lucy Dunn. Lucy Dunn, composed player from St. Patrick's in Wicklow Town, gives the ball inside to Lorna Fishardy. Lorna Fishardy out to Sarah Hogan. Sarah Hogan out to her Tinahilly compatriot Shannon Gocklin. Shannon Gocklin right footed up along the wing, and she moves up, gives the ball back inside to Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen into Jessica Nolan Bourne. Jessica Nolan Bourne immediately transferring it in towards Sarah Delahunt, but Sarah waited on that ball a little bit, but Wicklow do get the advantage out of it, and immediately the ball is played in to Emily Mulhall, but well shepherded there by Shannon McLaughlin from Clanagale there. What's your thoughts on the early stages, Ava?
Yeah, so far both teams are working very hard. We can see the Wicklow forwards are making it very difficult for Louth backs to get out, and similarly up the other end as well. Louth have been putting a lot of pressure on, but Sarah Jane is clearing up back in the backs for Wicklow. Yeah,
it doesn't look like there's going to be too many scores in this match early on anyway. So the ball's worked out by the Louth defence. Kieran Nolan with the ball in hand. Solomon right foot gives a good long ball in towards Michelle. Towards Ciara Woods. Ciara Woods, the late replacement for Michelle McMahon, who was unable to start here today for Louth. Ball played in, and it's won well by Kate Flood. Kate Flood pulling on the ball on the ground, and well spotted by referee Patrick Smith, and it's a free to Wicklow, and it looks like it's going to be taken by Lorna Fishardy. Patrick Smith just waiting on an injury there to a Louth player. I can't see who's actually down injured, but be a worry to get an injury this early in the game for either team. Of course, with Wicklow having won the All-Ireland last year, they were very unlucky in the round-robin stages. They played 3 matches and they had two draws, but still ended up in a relegation playoff. A strange situation. Ball played by Jackie Kinch, more renowned as a forward for Wicklow, but now playing in goal and playing the ball out, and it ends up with young Anna Vass. Anna Vass stopping their tracks. She plays it to Lorna Fishardi. Lorna Fishardi looking to see if there's anybody around to take the ball, but no, and in fairness, fouled the ball on the ground there, and Louth midfielders doing well on Lorna at that time.
Again, you can see, the Louth forwards putting serious pressure on Wicklow. That's making it difficult for them to come out.
And the ball played into the corner, and it's won well in the corner there. Looking inside, and it's with Shannon McLaughlin. Shannon McLaughlin plays it out to outfield, but a hospital pass there, never got to its intended target, and the ball's worked out through Aoife Gorman for Wicklow, taking on 2 of the Louth defenders and getting her free from the referee. The ball now in the hands of Sinead McGettigan. Sinead plays the ball to Niamh Cullen, takes the ball back. And Sinead, again, under pressure. It's notable how much pressure is being put on the forwards on both sides. Ball ends up with Clodagh Fox. Clodagh Fox into Shannon Gatlin. Shannon Gatlin into Aoife Gorman, soloing through the centre. Gives a great ball inside to Emily, who's after losing her player, Emily Mulhall back outside to Clodagh Fox. Clodagh Fox plays it across to the left footer, Sinead McGettigan. Sinead McGettigan back to Clodagh Fox. Wicklow showing some patience here with the ball. Marie Keeley, and again played it through the hands to Jessica Nolan-Byrne. Jessica Nolan-Byrne soloing right footed and plays the ball out to Niamh Cullen. Good period of pressure for Wicklow here. They need to score off this. It's with Emily Mulhall. Emily Mulhall plays the ball across to Jessica Nolan-Byrne. Lorna Fishardi doing really well to control that ball when it fell to the ground. And yet again, Wicklow build up. The ball now with Aoife Gorman again. Aoife Gorman going right through the centre of the Louth defence, and shown that's twice that she's attempted to go through. Referee is noting one of the players from Louth for a foul, and this looks like it's going to be taken by Marie Keeley from Baltinglass. It's it's probably about 35 metres out, right footed. She prepares to kick the ball right footed. Ball on its way, and it's over the bar, and a great score for Wicklow after that bout of pressure. Really needed to get a score there, Ava, after the pressure that they were mounting.
Absolutely.
Louth
had a great blanket defence there. They kind of worked it zonally, so
it's
it was a well-earned
great score
for holding the ball for so long.
Yeah, and so Wicklow stretched the lead just out to 2 points. 2 points to no score, as the kick out is taken by Rebecca Lamb-Fagan. It's won by Jenny McCourt, who's obviously moved back towards the defence because of the loss of Michelle McMahon. And the ball now with Kate Flood. Kate Flood, such an influential player for Louth, plays the ball out into the corner, and good tenacious defending there by Sarah Hogan. A bit unfortunate for Eva Halligan there as the ball was played in from Kate Flood. Ball played across by Sarah Hogan to Jackie Kinch. Jackie Kinch coming out, soloing the ball. Plays it out to Aoife Gorman. Aoife Gorman moving forward. Jackie now into forward territory as she moves forward with the ball. Looks like she needs some help over there. Great work there by Kate Flood and Ciara Nolan. Great work by both of them in putting pressure on Jackie Kinch there as she came out with the ball. And the ball now in the hands of Lorna Fishardi. Lorna Fishardi out to Sarah Jane Winders. Playing the ball out to Lucy Dunn. Lucy Dunn playing the ball through the hands to Anna Vass. Anna Vass again going through, right footed. looking for support and gives a great ball inside, ending up in the hands of Sinead McGettigan. Sinead McGettigan to Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen forced to come back, plays the ball to Marie Keeley. Marie Keeley pulls that right foot and the ball just goes to the left and wide. Louth probably, the forwards in Louth need to settle down a little bit. They seem to be panicking a little bit when they're moving forward.
Yeah, no, that is true, but I do think the Wicklow defence are doing quite well. I think Kate Flood has been well marked there as well, making it a little bit more difficult.
And she's such a talisman for Louth. You know, if Kate's playing well, Louth play well.
Absolutely, an all-star on the pitch.
Yes. So the ball now with Eilish Hand from Geraldine, who plays it back to her goalkeeper. And again, it's with Eilish. Eilish coming forward with the ball. Plays the ball to Sarah Quinn. Sarah Quinn coming out with the ball. Under pressure again from the Wicklow forwards, but working hard and getting the ball to Holly Lamb Sally from Geraldines, who plays the ball out and Louder on the attack. Tackled there by Lorna Fishardi and deemed a charge by Lorna, and it'll be a free on the Louth 65 metre line. Patrick Smith just waiting on the ball to be returned. There's not a huge amount of movement at the moment in the Louth forwards, and so Shannon McLaughlin has to play the ball back. She plays it back to Eilish Hand. Holly Lamb Sally. Holly Lamb Sally playing the ball forward, and it's taken at speed by Roisin Kavanagh. Roisin Kavanagh going through the Wicklow defence and gives a great ball inside, but good work by the Louth forwards to compete for that ball. But again, the ball just goes to ground, and a foul by Louth on Wicklow relieves the pressure on the Limerick team, and it's with Sarah Jane Winters, who plays a long ball out to St Patrick's Sarah Delahunt, soloing up the right hand side of the pitch. Wants to give the ball inside, but there wasn't anybody available, so plays the ball back, and it's with Lorna Fishardi. Lorna Fishardi plays the ball back inside to Blessington's Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen playing the ball outside to Shannon Gatlin. Shannon Gatlin coming forward to be met again by the blanket defence from Louth, but takes the ball forward, running into two of the Louth defenders, but I thought a little bit harsh there, maybe in getting a free there. Didn't look like there was too much contact between the two players. Yeah, no, I'd agree, maybe just because the two of them came at her, but Wicklow seems to be doing quite well with their late runner coming in, running at pace through the middle. It is making a bit of shape for them, so it is. It is, and it's really the only way to break the defence at the moment. If you're going to get through, you're going to have a runner coming through at an angle. So it's a long kick now from Marie Keeley. Marie Keeley gives it plenty of air. It's going to drop short though, and just unfortunately just dropped short, and despite the best effort by Sinead McGettigan there, the ball was just defeated and went over the line. And so here in Abbottstown, Wicklow holding a two-point lead, 2 points to no score. And coming out with the ball, Sarah Quinn. Sarah Quinn, who settled well in this game so far, plays the ball out, and at speed, right-footed coming forward. Eilish Hand has had a very big influence on this game since the game started. Inside to Rebecca Carr from Geraldines, and she plays it out to Roisin Kavanagh. Roisin Kavanagh playing the ball back into Rebecca Carr. Rebecca Carr left-footed plays the ball out to Aoife Halligan. Aoife Halligan playing the ball. They're playing it around the 40-metre line, but they really need to move the ball forward. And so the ball with Aoife Halligan, who's moving that ball forward, having a look to see who's available, and gives the ball. The ball eventually ends up with Laura Collins. Laura Collins. Again, the ball recycled back out towards the midfield, and it's Aoife Halligan who moves the ball forward through Shannon McLaughlin. Shannon McLaughlin plays the ball in, but again, good work by the Wicklow defence, in particular by Lorna Fishardi, and Wicklow can build from the back again. Coming through the centre, playing the ball out to Emily Mulhall. Emily Mulhall to, looks like Sinead McGettigan, and Sinead McGettigan getting her free, plays the ball in towards the corner, and it looks like the ball has defeated the Wicklow forward, and it ends up in the hands of Kieran Nolan. Kieran Nolan playing the ball into the centre. But again, good work by the Wicklow players in putting pressure on the carrier. And the ball ends up yet again, not for the first time, in the hands of Lorna Fishardi. Lorna playing it out to Shannon Gatlin. Shannon Gatlin now playing the ball long in, and slight error there by the number 4, Holly Lamb Sally. Plays the ball in, but smothers up the Wicklow, the forwards, and Emily Mulhall finding it hard to get through. Gives the ball to Clodagh Fox with the ball in hand as a free shot, and it's a free in to Wicklow, and it'll be out on the left hand side of the motorway goal, and this looks like it's going to be taken yet again by Marie Keeley from Baltinglass.
It looks like a bit of a tight angle there though, they may need a runner behind.
Yeah, I'd say in fairness, from watching both these teams, I know that Marie will definitely go for it anyway. It's not a bad effort, but it hits the post and it goes to the left. I would agree with you, it would have been better to play the ball short and work the ball in. But
she does have a great boot on her, to be fair, and she was very accurate in that.
And so now it's the water break, this renowned water break. We won't have them too much longer, and I suppose it's good time, Ava, maybe to ask how you're getting on in your recuperation. I know you've had a couple of injuries over a period of time there, and just I'd say people would be interested to hear how you're getting on.
Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, I kind of suffered with a few concussions last year, so I'm kind of just getting back to it now, taking it slowly and doing a few runs. So started back last week with my Clove Chemical Crokes, and yeah, getting on okay. Recovery's been slow. It's not an easy thing to be able to rehab, but just planning and just trying to take it as handy as I can and just get back onto the pitch because I'm raring to go. So I am.
And I think it is important. Like the concussion protocols are so important. We saw it there yesterday in the rugby, and that the speed that the ball is being moved, and the strength and conditioning of the players. The impacts are a lot higher and harder than they would have been previously. So I suppose. And from that point of view, it is important to have that protocol in place.
Yeah, definitely. Even like what I've learned is like in terms of strengthening my neck, I think rugby players I've heard have focused a lot on that in terms of when they do get a knock, that their head is well able to hold it. So I think even just if something like that was brought into the odd gym session in football, could really help and stop a few of those bad concussions.
Yeah, well, that's the thing now for the coaches out there to be listening and just to put a protocol in place. But back here we have the relegation battle between Louth and Wicklow about to restart. A tight enough game, I suppose. There's only 2 points to no score after 15 minutes. Very tight. I think a goal is going to be a pretty important thing if one of the teams can pull out a goal.
Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely change the game. I think Laura Collins has scored in the last 2 matches, so could be on to her now.
Yeah, I particularly liked Niamh Rice. She's a very strong player as well from Cooley Kickham's for Louth.
Yeah.
Down the years.
Also been very well marked today though.
Yes. And so the kick out restarts the game, and the Louth fullback Eilish Ham having a very good game at fullback, plays the ball out towards her midfield, and the ball is taken and moved in to Jenny McCourt. Jenny McCourt being fouled there by Shannon Gatlin and picked up by the referee, and it will be immediately taken by Jenny herself. Jenny gives the ball to Rebecca Carr. Rebecca Carr distributing the ball to Aoife Russell. Aoife Russell, a great ball into the corner where it's taken with a palm there by Laura Collins, as you said, showing for the ball, and a fine taking on her player. Solo and right footed. This is as close as Louth have got towards the Wicklow goal, but again the ball doesn't go to hand, and Wicklow come forward with the ball. It's in the hands now of Sarah Delahunt. Sarah Delahunt to Niamh McGettigan. Niamh McGettigan to Sarah Hogan. Sarah Hogan playing the ball up towards the corner. Clodagh Fox. Clodagh Fox taking on Holly Lamb Sally. And good work by Holly Lamb Sally in holding up the St. Patrick's forward. Works the ball out to Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen again going into that cul-de-sac, but getting the free. I think Wicklow are getting a lot of joy from running at the Louth defence. They seem to be picking up a lot of frees.
They are, yeah, but you can see Louth are doing quite well. I know they've conceded 2 frees there, but they are doing well with holding up that zonal defence. It is working well for them, I think.
Oh, it is, definitely, yeah. I think they've 1 or 2 players back and working very hard and putting pressure on. This is the similar position to the free that Marie took just a while ago and see whether she's learned from that free. Well, she has learned all right, but the ball has gone out to the right of the post this time and has drifted wide. Unfortunately there for Marie, the ball drifting wide, and I suppose the Wicklow wide's mounting up. Again, the kick out, and good work there by Aoife Russell to get a bit of room, and as she moves forward down the right hand side. A great run down the right hand side, looking for support now, and gives the ball back inside to her full-back Eilish Hand to Aoife Halligan. Aoife Halligan giving the ball back to Rebecca Carr into Roisin Canavan. Roisin Canavan taking on the Wicklow defence, and she gets an advantage. This could be a huge ball for Louth to win. Got the advantage, nearly got through the Wicklow defence, but in view of the advantage there, the free will be available to Louth. But just there for a second, there was a chance of a Louth goal. So all goes quiet now in anticipation of possibly Louth's first score. She winds up right-footed, kicks the ball, and Kate Flood has opened the scores for Wicklow, and so it's a 1-point game. Louth 1 point, Wicklow 2 points, as the ball is kicked out immediately by Jackie Kinch, right-footed, and Wicklow go on the attack through, and Kate Hardy. Long ball up towards the corner, and it's taken by Emily Mahal. Emily Mahal giving it inside to Niamh Cullen. Again, that zone defence that we were talking about from Louth, and unfortunately there, just the hands were down and the foot went in, and it'll be a free to Wicklow on about the 50-metre line.
Watch your outside.
So the ball played in towards the corner, and it's in with Anna Vass. Anna Vass has been quite enough in the last while, giving the ball in to Sarah Delahunt, playing a long aimless ball really that's picked up easily by the goalkeeper and distributed out to Jenny McCourt. Jenny McCourt on her own, but not for long. She's joined by Emily Mahal. Ball played long up towards Jessie Byrne and Ciara Woods. Ciara Woods doing really well to win that ball and taking on the Wicklow defence. She has an advantage here, so it's a shot to nothing if they can get something off this, and it just looks very good. Unfortunately there, the referee had just put his hand down for the advantage being over. Win that ball and taking on the Wicklow defence. She has an advantage here, so it's a shot to nothing if they can get something off this, and it just looks...
Louth have come out a lot stronger now since that water break. They're eager to get a goal, I think.
Yeah, and I think that sometimes happens with water breaks, that teams that are under the cosh a little bit tend to come back in. But we join the action again, and it's with Wicklow coming out through Sarah Jane Winders. Sarah Jane Winders giving her outside to her number 4, Sarah Hogan. Sarah Hogan again, great pressing by the Louth forward line, and the ball ends up with Jessie Nolan. Jessie Nolan playing the ball out to Anna Vass. Anna Vass looking inside, long ball in towards the corner, but an aimless ball yet again, and not really giving the forwards a chance to win their own ball there.
No, Wicklow seemed to be doing a bit better when they were carrying it through the hands, and their late runners coming in. The last few balls seem to have gone over the head. Yeah,
I think the 2 or 3, they seem to have just kicked the ball in the hope that somebody would be available. And so we rejoin the action, and the ball in a jostle for possession there, player down injured, and it looks like the referee has stopped the play just momentarily for that injury. Always important that the players are looked after if they do get any kind of a serious injury, and in fairness to Patrick Smith, stopped the game almost immediately. He's checking with his linesperson. I think looks like Karen Toher is the linesperson over the far side, but I don't think there was very much in that, and I think it'll just be a retention free for Wicklow. The clouds looming a little bit overhead, but we've a nice vantage point here in the stand, so hopefully we'll remain dry. See Leighton Glynn walking off the pitch there. can't be too happy with the last couple of attacks by Wicklow, whereas Wayne Freeman would be very happy with the last couple of attacks for the Louth guys, or Louth girls, because they just looked to have a key to opening that Wicklow defence. Didn't quite get through, but have a chance. So Marie Keeley will be taking this. There's one thing for sure, she won't be going for a score from this one. This out at about the 50-metre line. He's waiting on a bit of movement, but very static at the moment. Open the Wicklow forward line.
I'm surprised to see Marie taking it. I thought she'd be in there looking for the ball.
It's a bit strange taking her that far out, you know, because she is one of the score getters and ball retainers for Wicklow. Looks like she's going in towards the corner, in towards Clodagh Fox. Clodagh doing well. And again, a shot for nothing because she has a free. But the Louth defence really doing well. Holly Lamb, Sally and Eilish Hand combining there to stop the Wicklow corner forward from getting through. Really good defence.
Yeah, the defence structure seems to be doing really well, but that I think now is the third free conceded in the last 3 attacks.
Yeah, no. I think this will suit Sinead McGettigan a little bit better, the left footer. Coming in from a similar distance to the ones that Marie had on the left hand side. Kicks it left footed. But this one goes to the right and wide, and certainly the wide's mounting up in a relegation match. You really don't want to be kicking ball wide. And yet again, the ball will be kicked out by Rebecca Lamfagan. Kicks the ball long, but unfortunately an aimless ball that goes out over the sideline, and it'll be a Wicklow ball, and Marie Keeley, who hasn't gone in since taking the free. In fact, I think Marie seems to have moved out into the half forward line.
Yeah, it looks like she is kind of playing as a half forward role there.
So Marie waiting to see if there's any movement. And the ball ends up with Rebecca Carr. Rebecca Carr playing the ball out. Good work by Louth midfield. But an errant ball has been intercepted by Shannon Gotland. Shannon Gotland, but good work by Jenny McCourt. Ball played forward to Emily Mulhall. Emily Mulhall playing the ball back to Sinead McGettigan. McGettigan slows it down and gives it out to Blessington's Niamh Cullen. Niamh, here's the shout of Lorna Fishardi, and Lorna plays the ball in towards the corner, but Anna Vass, unfortunately for Anna, as the ball was kicked, she slipped and the chance went away, and it's worked back to Eilish Hand. Eilish Hand playing the ball out to, looks like Rebecca Carr. It's a fair distance over on the far side, but I think it's Rebecca playing the ball back into Eilish Hand. She comes forward, very impressed with her ball retention and the work that she's done at the full back position.
I don't think you can fault the work rate of anyone on the pitch at the minute. They're all doing very well.
Yeah, they're working really hard. It's a big pitch too.
It is, yeah. I'd say it's heavy enough after the few rainfalls yesterday as well.
Yeah. I like the way you put it, the few rainfalls yesterday. I don't think it stopped
the
yesterday.
lashings.
As we move forward now, Wicklow with the ball, giving the ball to Shannon Gotland, who plays the ball out to Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen out to Lucy Dunn. Lucy Dunn solo and left footed. Gives the ball back inside to Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen to Emily Mulhall. A lot of passes, but not a huge amount of progress. The ball forward to Sarah Delahunt. Sarah Delahunt looking inside. And a great ball into the corner. But again, that sweeping role that Louth have done so well. Ciara Nolan doing really well, and Eilish Hand combining there, and the ball goes out over the end line, and it'll be a kick out for Louth. The time gone is probably about 10 minutes left, and it's 2 points, 2-1 in favour of the Garden County. As the ball's worked forward through the hands, and great work by Shannon Gotland, but in keeping the ball in, she actually did them a favour. Ball's played in towards the midfield, and great work there by Eva Halligan in retaining the ball. She was under pressure to retain the ball, and it'll be a free, and this free will be taken by Jenny McCourt from Rochennets. Jenny playing the ball in towards the centre into Rebecca Carr. Rebecca Carr spraying the ball wide out to the left hand side. And coming through at speed, giving the ball inside to Niamh Rice. Niamh Rice, the first time she's got free, and she buries the ball in the back of the net. And a great goal for Louth. And a tonic for Louth. Played all the way across the pitch in towards the corner forward. Niamh Rice, for the first time, got free of Sarah Jane Winders, and a great goal and a fill-up for Louth.
Yeah, that was a brilliant goal. It just shows switching the play. You can kind of distract the defenders, but great goal by Niamh.
Yeah, and in fairness, to score now a goal and a point to 2 points, and a free to Wicklow. Anna Vass will be taking this right-footed. She's waiting to see if anybody's available. Louth really have. And the ball's with Jessica Hollenborn. She plays with the Sarah Jane Winder. Sarah Jane out to Lorna Fashardi. Lorna Fashardi playing the ball into Aoife Gorman. Aoife Gorman playing the ball to the corner. This is a great ball in towards Marie Keeley. Marie Keeley faced by the Louth fullback, getting no change out of that particular position, and the ball goes in towards Clodagh Fox. Clodagh Fox retaining the ball, has played the ball out to Sarah Delahunt. Sarah Delahunt playing the ball in. Very scrappy in there at the moment. Sinead McGettigan coming out from a Wicklow point of view, but losing possession of the ball, and it'll be a free to Louth. And certainly Louth at the moment seem the hungrier for the ball. Just in the last about 5 minutes, they seem a little bit hungrier.
Yeah, definitely going through their purple patch at the minute. Even they're doing such a high press on the forwards as well, so it's brilliant.
The only thing is that I'd say both teams will visibly tired in the second half. It's very difficult to keep this amount of pressing up for the full hour. The ball played in again towards, I think that's Niamh Rice again. And a great point. Just clarify, I'm not sure who took that point. It is indeed Niamh Rice. So a goal and a point from the Louth full forward in as many minutes, in 2 or 3 minutes, as the ball is played out. And a mistake by the Wicklow goalkeeper, and yet again Rice is in, and Rice has got 2 goals and a point in about 3 or 4 minutes, and this game has been turned on its head. 2 goals and 2 points for Louth. Wicklow 2 points. Wicklow, who led for so long in the first half, but have been hit for 2-1 in a couple of minutes. Yeah, Wicklow have to build. The ball is played up towards Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen coming forward. Plenty of space for the first time in front of her. She plays a long ball in towards Clodagh Fox, but the ball evades her, and it ends up in the goalkeeper's hands. Rebecca Lamb-Fagan plays the ball out to Holly Lamb-Sally, and she's coming right-footed up the pitch. Plays the ball to Rebecca Carr. Sinead McGettigan does really well there, and Aoife Russell plays the ball across. Aoife Russell playing the ball into Kieran Nolan. Kieran Nolan in towards the full forward line, but it's won in there by Shannon Gotlin. Shannon Gotlin playing the ball to Sarah Delahunt. Sarah Delahunt coming forward. Everything a little bit static for Wicklow. It's given to Jessica Nolan. Jessica Nolan playing the ball across to Shannon Gotlin. Shannon to Anna Vass, who started so strongly for Wicklow. Playing the ball into Ellinor Hall. Ellinor Hall carrying the ball, giving it inside, and the ball is worked out to Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen carries the ball in, and a great ball off the left foot, and a fantastic point by the Blessington marksman. Niamh Cullen coming in from the left on the left foot. Probably wouldn't have been a favoured position to take it from the left foot, but a great point nonetheless.
Yeah, that was a great score. It looked like a tough angle, and especially with 3 Louth players in front of her. That was great just before half time.
Yeah, and very important, I think, from a Wicklow point of view, that they got that score just to settle themselves down as we go in for the break here in Abbottstown with a scoreline of Louth 2 goals and 2 points, Wicklow 3 points. All to play for in the second half of this Lidl Relegation Division 3 match. We'll rejoin you in a few moments. Okay, welcome back to Abbottstown for the second half of this relegation match, the Lidl Division 3 relegation game between Louth and Wicklow. As you would have seen just before the break, Louth scoring 2-1 without reply and leading 2 goals and 2 points to Louth's 3 points. And a response from Wicklow almost immediately, a substitute for the second half. You can see that Sarah Delahunt from St Patrick's, number 14, has been replaced by Maeve Deeney, number 17. Maeve Deeney, of course, would be from Thomas Davis in Dublin. And referee Patrick Smith just getting ready to throw in the ball. Rebecca Carr in midfield now for Louth, and the ball immediately, as it did in the first half, is in the hands of Anna Vass. Anna Vass soloing right-footed through the centre, looking up to see who's available, and Maeve Deeney making an instant impact, getting the ball on her right foot. But great work again by the Louth defence in the shape of Roisin Kavanagh, and Kavanagh gets the ball forward towards Jenny McCourt to Aoife Russell to Roisin Kavanagh, and Roisin playing the ball towards Ciara Woods. Ciara Woods playing the ball out very wide to Aoife Russell. She's about as far away from us as it's possible to be, and she takes the ball right-footed up along that sideline, playing the ball back inside to Niamh Rice, the scorer of those 2 great goals in the first half, playing the ball back outside to Aoife Russell. Aoife back towards Roisin Kavanagh, and Kavanagh is fouled, and a free in there for Louth. Well worked up along that wing by Aoife Kavanagh and Aoife Russell, and the resultant free will be taken and played in towards this centre back Shannon McLaughlin into Rice again. Rice taking a shot off the right foot, and umpires a little bit slow there,
yeah,
to give the signal, but eventually got the signal correct, and the ball is wide, and it's in the hands of Jackie Kinch out to Sarah Hogan up towards Lorna Fishardi. Lorna, and certainly today I think some of the players had struggled to keep their footing, not unexpectedly I suppose, with the weather during the week. It was so wet around Dublin, and the ball is switched out to the left hand side to Shannon Gatlin. Shannon up along the wing, giving a good ball inside to Emily Mulhall. Emily Mulhall playing the ball in towards the full forward line for Wicklow, and the ball is worked again to Clodagh Fox. Clodagh Fox gets the free, and it will be a free to Wicklow from the 20-metre line over on the far side of the pitch. Ball played back to Deeney. Deeney does a 1-2 and gets the ball back. The ball now in the hands of Clodagh Fox again. Clodagh playing the ball back to Aoife Gorman. Aoife Gorman jersey pulled, but she has a shot for nothing, and it'll be brought back for a free to Wicklow, and this may settle them down early in the second half. They certainly need something to happen early in the second half. Ava, would you agree?
Yeah, I think so, given the end of the first half when Niamh Rice and a few scores, but Wicklow seem to be setting up quite well. We can see Lorna's holding the wing here, bit of a late runner, so she'll have to be picked up, otherwise it could be an easy score.
Yeah, Marie again settling over this ball. Right footed, ball goes in, but it drops short. And I suppose we were talking at half time when we were off air that we didn't realise how strong that breeze was, and definitely it's favouring Louth in the second half. The ball played forward, and a big run there by Ciara Woods. Ciara Woods working hard to try and get that ball, and succeeds in getting it. A long ball in from Kate Flood, driving the ball in, and Niamh Rice getting on the ball yet again. She's got the ball through. She has the ball through to number 13, to Laura Collins, and Laura Collins, a great shot from Laura Collins, but brilliant save there by Jackie Kinch, and certainly that would have been a game changer if that had gone in. Louth again on the attack through the hands of Roisin Kavanagh. Kavanagh gives the ball inside to Kate Flood, and Kate Flood, as he has done so many times for Louth, kicks the ball over the bar with her right foot, and the score now with about 5 minutes gone, Louth 2-3, Wicklow 3 points. And certainly the longer this game goes, the more important it will be for Wicklow to try and manufacture a goal. Niamh Cullen taken down by the centre back for Louth, and Patrick Smith going across just to tick the Louth centre back, Shannon McLaughlin. The free now will be taken by Lorna Fushardi. Lorna waiting on some movement and playing the ball back, and it's probably a feature of this game that an awful lot of frees seem to be going backwards rather than forwards. Sarah Jane Winders coming forward with the ball, gives the ball to Lorna Fushardi, playing the ball into Aoife Gorman, but great work again by Kieran Nolan in the Louth defence, and puts Louth going forward. Ball now in the hands of Ciara Woods. Ciara Woods taking on Niamh Cullen and retaining the ball, but unfortunately I think it was a third person tackle there on Shannon McLaughlin, and it's a free to Wicklow, and she'll take this ball herself. She gives it forward towards Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen controls the ball, gives the ball into Maeve Deany. Maeve Deany carrying the ball right footed, and gives the ball outside to her midfielder Aoife Gorman. Aoife Gorman looking back inside to Deany. Deany looking to see if there's anybody available, gives the ball inside to Clodagh Fox, and slightly high tackle there by Clodagh Fox. The referee talking to the Louth player. I think it'll be just a ticking, and indeed it is. And it'll be a free to Wicklow, and this will be an important kick for Wicklow.
I think it is important for them to get a score on the board again.
I see Maeve Deany is taking it. She normally takes them off the ground, and I suppose it's a dying art in ladies football, certainly. Maeve, of course, who would have been on a soccer scholarship a number of years ago over in Savannah, Georgia, I think, if my memory serves it right. And she'll kick this ball right footed. Has plenty of air, and it looks good, and it's over the bar, and a point to settle down Wicklow in the early stages of the second half. 2-3 to 4 points. Ball be kicked out long by Rebecca Lamfagan, and a free there for, looks like a free for Louth, but for a push on the back by Jessica Nolan Bourne, well spotted by Patrick Smith. And a number of substitutions coming in for Wicklow, I think, in the break and play, but we'll follow the play here, and the ball is played in towards Jackie Kinch's goal, and Dinny Healy, netminder, taking the ball out to Lorna Fushardi. Lorna Fushardi up to Aoife Gorman. Aoife Gorman carrying the ball forward. Under pressure from, and offloads the ball to Jessie Nolan-Bourne. Jessie Nolan-Bourne, stolen right footed, gives it into Clodagh Fox. A big quick transfer to Jessie Nolan-Bourne. Jessie Nolan-Bourne back in towards the centre, towards Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen plays the ball to Marie Keeley. Marie Keeley gets a chance, gives the ball to Sinead McGettigan. Sinead McGettigan, and that's a little bit better, but the result, unfortunately for Wicklow, just to the right and wide. Great work on the defence from Louth, but you would have thought that could have went over the bar there, Eva.
Yeah, it was really well worked, but Louth did get back in numbers, I suppose, and they were applying the pressure, but no, it was really well worked by Wicklow to get up there. Just unlucky with the finish.
Yeah, and a long kick out has found Jenny McCourt. Jenny McCourt playing the ball in towards the full forward line for Louth, and you can see that Louth are trying to isolate the Wicklow full backing, and a good ball in there. And I see Rena McGettigan is coming on for the Wicklow team, and so is Niamh McGettigan. Lorna Fushardi is going off. So it's Niamh McGettigan for Lorna Fushardi, and Niamh will be wearing number 6, and coming off for Rena McGettigan, I'm not sure, is Emily Mulhall. So Emily Mulhall is replaced by Rena McGettigan. And Rena will be wearing number 12, I think. Anyway, we rejoin the play, and the play will restart with a kick out from Jackie Kinch. Jackie out to Shannon Gotland. Shannon Gotland coming right footed, getting no change at all out of this right hand side, but playing the ball inside to Sarah Nolan. Sarah Hogan playing the ball into Niamh Cullen. A lot of lateral movement. Niamh McGettigan playing the ball out to Shannon Gotland yet again. And Tinny Healy, halfback, coming forward, playing it into Maeve. But really impressive performance by Eilish Hand. A bit unlucky that time. And the ball ends up back with Niamh McGettigan. Niamh, one of the three McGettigan sisters now on the pitch for Wicklow. And the ball's played out to Rena McGettigan. Rena McGettigan getting the ball. Gives the ball inside to Anna Vass. Anna Vass going through, but shot that goes to the left and wide. I think we generously call that a shot, Ava. I'm not sure whether she was trying to pass it or she was playing the ball off.
I know, I think it was a miss kick in the end. I think maybe she'd hit the floor first.
And we have a substitution for Louth as Abby Keenan comes on. Abby wearing number 26. And Laura Collins coming off. So that's Abby Keenan coming on and Laura Collins going off. Wearing number 26 in the first of the replacements for Louth. And playing the ball forward now at pace. Louth attacking on the right hand side of the goal, playing the ball in to Abby. And the ball out on the right hand side. The referee has spotted an infringement and plays the advantage, and the ball is worked through from the Louth number 13 playing a ball across, and that's Laura Collins with a score there.
Looks like Louth are isolating Niamh, Rice and Kate Flood in the full forward line, which could be dangerous, and we could see another goal coming up.
Yeah, and it has played dividends already, I suppose, in the first half, where they did get the one-on-one for Niamh to get those two very important goals from a Louth point of view. The ball through the hands now, it's with Anna Vass. Anna Vass looking inside and gives the ball inside to Sarah Hogan. Played the ball out, but a bad ball by Sarah Hogan puts Wicklow under pressure, and the ball's been moved forward by Niamh Rice. Niamh Rice certainly is not going to stop, and she's coming straight through the middle, looking up to see whether she'd take a point or a goal, but she pulls the ball to the left, and she probably had the chance to offload it to both corner forwards, who were totally free.
Yeah, I did think she could kind of draw the player a bit more there, or draw Jackie out for a simple pass, could have been a goal. Yeah,
but certainly Wicklow are hanging on by their fingernails here in this relegation match. The ball played up towards midfield, and foul by Louth, and it'll be a free to Wicklow, and it'll be taken by Anna Vass. Anna Vass playing the ball out to the wing, and it's out to Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen coming up the left hand side. Plays the ball inside to... Tried to play the ball in towards Maeve Deeney, but great work again by the Louth full back line. And I'm really impressed with Eilish Hand at full back for Louth. She seems to be able to marshal the defence, and it seems to be getting on a lot of ball herself. Playing the ball across, and it's with their centre back, Shannon McLaughlin. Shannon McLaughlin out to the player I mentioned there, Eilish Hand. Eilish Hand playing the ball out to Kieran Nolan, and a player there. This could be trouble for Wicklow. As the ball was played, there was a challenge on one of the Louth players. I'm not sure who it is, but this is either a ticking or a yellow card. What would you think, Ava?
I don't know whether she's unlucky and just didn't get...
I think she tried to get out of the way.
Yeah, but I suppose didn't look like a great collision there. But
well, he's talking to her for a long time, and that normally means only one thing.
I know, could be a yellow now.
Yes. Normally, if a referee is talking to you for longer than 30 seconds, you're in trouble. And unfortunately for Wicklow, but fortunately for Louth, Sinead McGettigan, who's the youngest of the McGettigan sisters, will spend 10 minutes in the same bin. And the game will be restarted by Kieran Nolan the player who was injured there in the tackle, that plays a ball that's intercepted well by Jessica Nolan-Bourne. Jessica Nolan-Bourne up towards Anna Vass. Anna Vass outside to Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen soloing through. Left footed, gets the advantage, and the referee is playing the advantage and is given a free in for a tug on the arm of Niamh Cullen as she went through there, and this ball will be taken yet again by Maeve Deany. Score here 2-4 to 4 points as we probably approach the water break, I'd say, at this stage. Maeve yet again will take this ball off the ground.
This should be a handy enough score now for her. The last free, I think, was 10 yards out, so she should be able to slot this one over, I'd say.
Yeah, in theory. Normally when we say that, normally the ball goes by. Yeah, hopefully we haven't jinxed her. I see an injury again to Kieran Nolan. That would be a big loss, because she has been playing well at number 7 for Louth. I think if memory serves her right, I think she was the girl that was injured in the incident for the yellow card. As Maeve Deany places the ball. It's a dying art in ladies football where players take the ball off the ground.
Very skillful now as well with the 45, I suppose, getting the 2 points. Something that maybe needs to come into it a bit more again. Yeah,
certainly, and I think with the wind's kind of swirling. I'd say if we got a 45, I haven't seen too many 45s put over the bar. But
no.
I think Maeve is one player that has the equipment to do it anyway. So the game will restart with a free to Wicklow, and it looks like it's from the 20-metre line. Be taken right-footed by Maeve Deany. Steps up and clips the ball over the bar, and a good point for Wicklow. And again, a little bit settling. They're holding on just by their fingernails. It's 2-4 to 5 points as we get to the water break. So certainly from a Wicklow point of view, hopefully the way that it has worked with most teams when they're in trouble, that the water break has helped them, and it'll give Wayne Freeman on the Louth side a chance to have a discussion with his players, and I think just more of the same from a Louth point of view. Their defence is working really hard, and they've isolated a couple of the forwards up front, which has resulted in a couple of one-on-ones.
Yeah, they are. They're capitalising on those turnovers as well, coming out in defence from Wicklow with a few missed kicks. But Wicklow with the player down, they might all be working a little bit harder now, so sometimes that always works in a team's favour.
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully that will be the case.
Come on, Louth.
Leighton again getting his players together. This is a water break, but Leighton certainly is taking this to the limit of its water breakness. So all his players moving into position, and Wayne Freeman's Louth players already in position as the referee waits on the kick out, and the kick out will be from Rebecca Lamb-Fagan. And a sub for Louth coming in. Number 19 coming in. And that's Louise Byrne. And we'll try and I think it's Laura Collins who's come off. So a good display by Laura Collins, in fairness, during the game, and she's replaced now by Louise Byrne. The ball again worked through the hands from a Louth point of view, working it out from the defence. Good work. Ball in comes to Rebecca Carr. She plays it into her full back, Eilish Hand. Eilish Hand playing a long ball in towards the defence, towards the Wicklow defence. And again, Katie Flood working so hard. A great ball, an absolutely brilliant ball in towards the full forward line, with Jackie Kinch showing all of her experience there coming out with that ball.
Yeah, she read that very well, I have to say.
It was an amazing ball in fairness from Katie Flood. An instantaneous ball, just turned on a sixpence, put it over the top, and Jackie was really alert to take that ball, and we move forward then, and the ball is moved very quickly from a Wicklow point of view up to the other end, and it's moved back to Niamh Cullen to Niamh McGettigan. Niamh McGettigan into Rena, but the ball is blocked, a great block from a Louth point of view, and the ball is worked out through the hands through Aoife Halligan. Aoife Halligan up into space, and the new player Louise Byrne carrying the ball on with Shannon Gotland in pursuit. great work by Shannon Gottman, and Wicklow come away with the ball. Great work, very unlucky for Louise Bourne there, just the first time she got on the ball. Ball is worked through the hands to Niamh McGettigan. Niamh McGettigan looking inside at Sarah Hogan. Sarah Hogan playing the ball forward. A high long ball in towards Fox. Fox gets free, and this is a chance. This is the only chance that Wicklow have had for a goal. Ball comes across to Marie Keeley. Marie Keeley inside to Clodagh Fox. Back to Marie Keeley. They need to get some score out of this. Ball's played back to Aoife Cullen. Aoife Cullen moving on the left foot. Chance here for Aoife Cullen, but she drifts the ball to the left and wide, and a bad wide from a Wicklow point of view, and a sub coming in now for Louth.
I thought Wicklow were quite unlucky with that there. I thought Marie could have taken it on the ground.
Yeah, I think it needed an instantaneous shot, and I think that was the difference probably between that and Niamh Rice in the first half. She took the shot almost immediately, and the sub coming in for Louth, number 29, Aoife Byrne, and she's going to replace. Just waiting on the player to come off. And it's Kate Flood who's coming off the pitch.
I'm surprised to see Kate and Lorna taking off for both Wicklow and Louth. Top both players are doing quite well.
Kate's had a very good game, in fairness.
Yeah,
I was surprised. I mean, in fairness, there's not too many players would have picked out that last pass. So Kate Flood leaving the pitch, and Aoife Byrne coming in. Ball back with the play, and Louth coming forward around the midfield. Ball played through the middle, and it's with Aoife Russell. Aoife Russell's going forward with the ball. Again, plenty of movement up in the Louth full forward line as she runs through. Gives the ball back outside to Niamh Rice. Niamh Rice plays the speculative ball in. It ends up in the hands of Jackie Kinch. Certainly that breeze is getting an awful lot stronger. Ball now with Sarah Jane Winder. Sarah Jane Winder out towards Anna Vass. Anna Vass working hard to try and win the ball. The Wicklow goalkeeper, turn defender. And a long high ball in from the wing, but it drifts harmlessly to the right and harmlessly wide.
I think Wicklow are going to have to carry the ball a lot more in that win, because it really has picked up. Long balls in might not work as well anymore.
No, I think so. And in fairness, the fact that Louth have got a sweeper system now. A long ball from Jackie Kinch, but a misdirected ball, and it goes straight to Aoife Russell, who's having a very influential period in the second half, but very unlucky. Drifts the ball just to the right and wide. Jackie Kinch again kicking the ball out, and it's intercepted by Niamh Rice. Niamh Rice kicking the ball across the field to Laura Collins. I think I erroneously said that Laura Collins was actually taken off, but she's very much there. I think it's the front of the jerseys. They look like number 13 as they're coming off. So in fairness to Laura Collins, very good work there to engineer a free, and this free looks like it's going to be taken by Rebecca Carr. Score at the moment 2-4 to 5 points, and certainly from looking at the game from this perspective, I think Wicklow certainly need a goal. I don't know where they're going to get it from, but they certainly need one.
Yeah, no, I would think so as well. If they keep up with the strong runners again, though, through the middle, they could open it up. But Louth are doing well, getting back in numbers and defending.
Yeah, and in fairness, from a Wicklow point of view, they haven't really created too many goal chances, despite the fact that they had a lot of possession in the first half.
Yeah, their last pass seems to be letting them down a few times.
Yeah, we watch now as Rebecca Carr sets herself left-footed and slots this ball over the bar. And it's a 6-point game. Two goals and 5 points to 5 points. I'd say we're talking about maybe 10 minutes left in the game, as the ball is played out by Jackie Kinch to Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen driving through the centre. Still on the ball. Looking back inside and gives it inside to Aoife Gorman. Aoife Gorman, who's had a quiet game by her own standards, playing the ball. looking back to see if there's anybody available, but blown for over carrying.
Louth's work rate hasn't even dropped at all. They're all getting back in numbers and defending like that, and that's brilliant to see.
Yeah, and we were saying the first half it would be hard to keep this going for the whole match, but they certainly haven't waned on it. And the ball played into Rice. Rice winning the ball out on the sideline, and I see Karen Toher there as the Lions person. Ball didn't go over the line, and Rice comes through. This is a big chance, but unfortunately she did the right thing, but the ball, just the final ball, just was carried just a little bit too far for her there. That would have been curtains for the game, I'd say.
Yeah, it would have been. I do think Jackie had it covered. She's done well now in the last few balls, reading it very well.
Yeah, sometimes I think a goalkeeper who has played outfield is a big help, because they tend to read the game just that little bit better from a playing point of view. And we move through the gears from a Wicklow point of view, and the ball is with Maeve Deany. Maeve Deany playing the ball out to Marie Keeley. Marie Keeley down the line to Clodagh Fox, and again Clodagh with two players to contend with. Playing the ball back out to Marie Keeley. Marie Keeley, who's had a quiet game by her standards, playing the ball out to Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen moving through the gears as she moves into what will be the centre forward position. And the ball played out to Rena McGettigan. Rena McGettigan bending down over the ball, looking for some help, and finds it in Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen playing the ball to Shanna Gatlin. Shanna Gatlin, with very little support there, has to turn back. They need to get shooters on the ball, Wicklow, from this point of view, and a long ball out towards Jessie Nolan-Bourne. Jessie Nolan-Bourne, again an advantage to Wicklow, and that will be a free. Presumably will be taken by Maeve Deany yet again. And certainly these frees, there's such pressure frees from a Wicklow point of view. If you're losing by 6 points, or 7 points, 6 points. Plays the ball short in towards Marie Keeley, but might have been better off taking there's plenty of time left, probably could have been better off just taking the point there, but the ball's worked through the hands from a Louth point of view, and very harsh free that time, but spotted by Patrick Smith, and has given a free to Louth. It looked like they played the ball, but unfortunately caught the hand. So the ball now with Aoife Russell playing the ball out towards the wing, and it's with Eilish Hand playing the ball forward to Aoife Byrne. Aoife Byrne into the corner towards Niamh Rice. And Niamh Rice, it's been a good battle there, but I think the Cooley Kickham's girl playing the ball across, and again Jackie Kinch does well. They've had a charmed life in the last 5 minutes, and that Wicklow goal. The ball played out to Shanna Gatlin. Out to the wing where Niamh Cullen gets on the ball. Niamh Cullen comes back in towards the centre, gives it to Rena McGettigan. Rena playing the ball out to Sarah Hogan. Sarah Hogan up towards Maeve Deany. Maeve Deany does the right thing in shepherding the ball past, but the speed of Kieran Nolan got her out of trouble there, and she plays the ball forwards to Aoife Halligan. Aoife Halligan coming through the centre, gives a great ball inside to Roisin Kavanagh. Roisin Kavanagh plays the ball in, and a free in to Louth for a foul there on Niamh Rice as she came towards the ball. And Sinead McGettigan is back from the sin bin, and a substitute for Wicklow, number 23, Sheafer Adams from Baltinglass, will come in. And she's coming in place of Anna Vass.
Sinead McGettigan coming in now will be very important for the last few minutes. Hopefully get a few more scores on the board for Wicklow.
Yeah, it's obviously difficult when you're chasing a game and you have players that are when you have a sin bin and you're trying to chase a game. It's a hell of a lot easier to hold on to a lead than to come back in, and that's a great ball inside from Laura Collins, and certainly one of the scores of the day, right footed from about 45 metres out, well 40 metres out, and it extends the Louth lead. The Louth lead now 2-6 to 5 points. Wicklow now back up to 14 players as the ball's played out towards Jesse Nolan. Jesse Nolan carrying the ball, giving it inside to Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen soloing through, but always tracked by Aoife Russell. Aoife Russell working very hard. Ball's played in to Rena McGettigan. Rena McGettigan into Sheafa Adams. Sheafa Adams in what would have been her first touch in the game, getting a free for Wicklow, and this looks like it's going to be taken by Sinead McGettigan. Sinead McGettigan left-footed from about 10 metres to the right of the Louth goal.
Surprised we don't see more players in around the box from a Wicklow perspective in case it drops shorts.
And number 24 for Shona Halligan is coming in for Louth. And
Well done, Laura Collins. Well done, Laura.
And this time Laura Collins, I think, has been substituted, and we're back with the play. Sinead McGettigan kicking the ball in. Oh, that could have ended up in the net. That was one of those that dropped in on top of the goalkeeper, and I don't think anybody was sure where the ball was going to end up. And as it happened, it ended going up for 45. It would be interesting to see if Maeve Deeney takes this one on, because, as you know, it's 2 points for a 45 that goes over the bar, and there is a possibility that this could happen.
She is against a bit of a strong wind though, so it could be a tough one to do, but even just a high ball into the square at this time can be quite dangerous.
The only problem, I think, from a Wicklow point of view is that their forwards are very small.
That's true, actually, yeah.
It's a high, long ball in towards McGettigan, and McGettigan, one of the tallest players there, has got the ball, gives the ball outside to Sheafa Adams, but a snapshot by Sheafa Adams drifts to the right and wide. And there's only about 5 minutes left, I'd say, in this game.
Yeah, I think so. Last few minutes now, so crucial for a few more scores for Wicklow to get on the board.
Yeah, and obviously from a Louth point of view, just to hold ball and not give anything away. They've certainly done that all the way through. They've restricted the Wicklow forwards to 5 points, which is an achievement. Of course, Wicklow would have been missing their talisman forward, Laura Hogan, unfortunately unable to make the game today. But as against that, Michelle McMahon would have been missing for Louth, so probably equal misses, if you like. So it's got to the stage now that I think Wicklow need to just be getting that ball in and trying for a goal. In ladies football, of course, a lot can happen in a couple of minutes. As a ball goes in, a great save again by Rebecca Larm-Fagan. It wasn't that it was a difficult save, but it was to make sure that she controlled the ball, and she did, and she's done everything that she's been asked of in this match. As Wicklow foul there, a foul by Sheafa Adams, and the ball in the hands of Kieran Nolan. Kieran Nolan hits a long high ball in towards the Wicklow forward line, but it's taken very well by Shanna Gotland. Shanna Gotland, who's been fairly influential in that half-back line for Wicklow, as the ball is moved out by Sarah Hogan. Sarah Hogan playing the ball out to Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen inside, and as they work through the hands, it's back with Niamh Cullen. Niamh Cullen going in towards the centre, but fouls, and in the act of fouling, a free to Wicklow, and the ball quickly taken by Niamh McGettigan into Clodagh Fox. Clodagh Fox on her right foot, but didn't pull the trigger, and when she passed the ball, there was no Wicklow person available for her, and so the ball's moved out through the hands for Louth, through Roisin Canavan. Roisin Canavan plays the ball up to Niamh Rice. Niamh Rice turning onto the right foot. Good work by Sarah. Sarah Jane did well, but the rebound falling well for Niamh Rice, and a great score by the Cooley Kickums forward. A very good forward for Louth, and has been over the years. I remember seeing her playing it under 14 years ago, and she was one of the best forwards that I'd seen at that time. She has played, of course, for the Leinster Interprovincial team as well. As the ball's moved out by Wicklow, and couple of scrappy fouls now by Louth. I think Louth in fairness, just making sure that Wicklow can't build from the back.
Yeah, exactly. Better to slow them down in their own half or in the forwards half.
The ball now with McGettigan. McGettigan back inside to Jesse Nolanborn. Jesse outside to Rena. Rena to Maeve. Maeve Deeney. Maeve Deeney inside to Clodagh Fox. Clodagh Fox turning onto the left foot. There seems to be a reluctance to actually take shots. Ball through the hands, and we'd be better off taking shots and trying to get the scores. But as that move breaks down, Louth coming out with the ball, and it's probably the story of the game, coming out with the ball. A very good defensive display by Louth, and fantastic scores by their forwards, particularly to catch the eye were the 2 goals by Niamh Rice. And on a score of 2-7 to 5 points, Louth retained their status in the Lidl Division 3, and Wicklow, the All-Ireland champions at junior from last year, will move and play in Division 4 next year. And it's kind of up seesaw. The teams in the last couple of years have gone up and down. Certainly there hasn't been much between Louth and Wicklow too often in the past, and certainly today I think the 2 goals just before half time are really the difference.
Yeah, it really changed the game, and I'd say Wicklow will be very disappointed with that today. Like you said, junior champs there in 2021, so yeah, I'd say they'll be a bit upset now with that performance, but Louth did very well, and when they got those goals it did lift their game a bit, and I think their purple patch lasted a bit longer than the Wicklow, so yeah, it was a very good game though.
And I think Louth and Wicklow are both in the same championship draw in Leinster in the provincial, so I think they're in the group stages, so I think that'll be an interesting one to keep an eye on, because I'd say Wicklow will want their revenge and Louth will want to show that their win today was a strong win from their point of view. But congratulations to Louth on a fine performance here today and retaining their status, and commiserations to Wicklow, who will ply their trade now next year in Division 4. We'll just say goodbye to you here from Abbottstown, and thank you very much for your company, and hopefully you will get to see some more of the live streaming over this weekend and next weekend, when the Lidl semi-finals will take place, and the finals then in mid-April. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you, of course.